Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm on my way home right now. It's Thursday, the 23rd, I believe. I'm going to go out of service until Monday. Spend a little time at home. I wanted to talk about dispatches for a moment. And the reason I'm talking about it is there's another driver that had a issue with dispatch not doing what they should for him. I won't get into details about that at the moment, but what I wanted to say is, you know, us as drivers out here, especially owner-operators, I think we lose sight of the fact that we are our own boss. I mean, we're providing a service just as well as the dispatch services. So the point being, dispatch is not your boss. Unless you're driving one of their vans for them, you know, they're not your boss. They're a service you use to find you freight. And with that being said, the problem that's come up more times than not, and you know, part of the issue with what goes on with us out here, struggling with rates and finding and getting loads that take us to where we need to go and the right rates, is dispatch having too much power over the drivers. The stuff can be brokered out and, you know, given to another driver and so on and so forth. So we don't have a ton of leverage when it comes to negotiating. There's really no like one way to stop that from happening. Besides, one, drivers need to realize, you know, what power they have. I mean, like I said, you provide a service as well. This is an equal partnership. This isn't, oh, you've got a van, you're providing service for them to do whatever the hell they want and run you when they want for whatever rate they want. So, you know, it always comes down to being able to budget your money and being on with the right people and taking care of your money so that you're not ever in a position to where you're feeling the squeeze to have to take and deal with whatever they throw at you. But drivers, man, just need to realize dispatches should not have that much power. Again, you know, buck up on them occasionally and let them know you're not going to take certain things. You don't have to take what they offer. I mean, again, I understand you got to make money and you got to roll with certain things, but yeah, man, unless we as drivers, I mean, stand up for our side of it, they're standing up and telling you, hey, we're not going to pay this, you know. You need to stand up and say, well, then I'm not going to take it. I'll find somebody else. There's enough carriers out there. I mean, hopefully you find one that gives a shit or what have you, but like I said, there's no fix-all to it. There's no one way to say, hey, this is how you fix it. I guess the first step is just acknowledging and understanding that there is a problem. As corny as that sounds, I mean, you need to know that there's a problem in order to address a problem, you know. And then after that, not just sit around and bitch, oh, my dispatch, blah, 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 you know. Try to figure out, what do I do to fix that, man? I mean, that's one thing I notice out here, is so many people are talking about the problem and not trying to come up with a way to fix it. Me, myself, I mean, I'm not going to get into all these things right now. But, I mean, I've got ideas on what I'd like to try and do. One off the top of my head, as corny as it may sound also, and as useless as it may sound, is try to get in contact with each shipper, you know, each place that you ship and receive to, you know, get a newsletter or something set out. I don't know. I mean, what do people think? I mean, any of you that drive out there, I mean, give me your suggestions. How do you feel, you know, what do you feel needs to be done to address that issue and to address, you know, some of these other problems that you feel there is? You know, my thinking is you try to play on some of these companies that are, you know, these customers that are shipping and receiving our product that we're hauling to them needing to have a little more pride, I guess is the best word I can think of. A little more pride about who is actually hauling their freight and you know, coming onto their property, you know, what kind of equipment, what kind of people, things of that nature, which then you also try to put the squeeze on the carriers to stop hiring just any Joe Blow and allowing fleet owners out here that are putting shit vans out on the road and taking advantage of desperate drivers. You know, there's too many chances of being taken advantage of out there, and you know, dispatch takes advantage of it, bottom line, because they're out to make money just like we are, so by any means necessary for them. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of just make mention that dispatch shouldn't have that much control. You guys need to realize that, man. I mean, this industry back in the day used to be to where the driver had a vehicle and the driver dealt with the customer directly. Then a bunch of bullshit rules and regulations got put into play to create jobs and things of that nature, hence how we got our dispatch. So people need to realize dispatch is not the people that run the shit. They do not run things. So everybody try to collectively put your heads together and figure out what you do, man, or come together and start making a stand collectively. But you know, I want to hear what anybody's got to say. As I said, whether I'm full of shit, whether you agree, whether you got an idea, I mean, anything. I will make a video kind of further discussing some of my ideas, and you know, just because I want to run them across some people and you know, kind of get some feedback on it. So yeah, I'm going to leave this at that, man. I'm almost home, and I hope everybody enjoys their weekend. I know I'm going to. And I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Take care.